Welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 356. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. This is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
I can't wait to eat a piece of pie after this.
That's our reward. I didn't finish anything I said I was going to finish after we left the office.
I don't think I did either.
No, we cleaned the basement. That's what you wanted.
Oh, that's true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Really? What are you doing?
Jake snapped me a video of my buck saying it was nice.
Oh my goodness. Men. We went to Cairo today, and the first question we were asked was, so tell me about this big buck you got.
Hey, dude, here's the deal. It's cool. It was cool.
It was something.
Dude, I don't know. You know what, dude? It's, I haven't shot a buck or a deer maybe in like 10 years. And so, it's good to finally do it, you know?
Yeah, we've cheated the past couple.
Yeah, we just been given meat. Mm-hmm. So thanks, Mitch. And, so anyways, it's good to get one, and, I'd like to get out and get another one or two.
Yeah. Looking at our camera though, you're not getting another one in Cornell.
Nah, dude. I think our friend, our other buck friend's gone. Mm-hmm. I think someone must have harvested him because he's no longer on the camera.
Nope. We haven't seen the doe either.
No.
We only see the 3 yearlings.
I think everything's gone.
Yep.
I think all that's left is the 3 yearlings.
Yep.
Unless something happenstance makes it through. But we have cameras on 2 complete different areas, and
nothing.
I think it's
there was a little fork, right, that walked through, I thought.
Oh, there's a little there's a little, but once again, like,
you're
the
not
same thing as the yearlings. Like, I'm not, so I'm gonna just have to go pluck a doe somewhere, aka Ryan. Yeah, so it's kind of sad. There's a big doe up there in Cornell that I was hoping to see and get, but I think she's gone because she's no longer coming in.
Well, that's fine. There's plenty of big does around here.
So many, dude. So many. So, yeah, but it's just fun. It's just good to get a deer and good to get a big buck, dude. It's it's good. It makes me happy. It's like one of the best feelings. You know? I
like how unique its antlers are too. Because technically it's a 12-pointer because it has
two little nubs.
Two little nubs.
Yeah.
But they're both growing in different spots. Mm-hmm. So I think it's kind of fun.
That's what Jake pointed out too. He's like, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it's cool, man. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get it. He's bringing it down to mount to a guy that he gets his mounts done. So that's really cool. Mm-hmm.
So you'll get the little stubs too, right?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they do things. So.
Yeah, dude, it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. So let me see here. What else is new? What's going on? Sorry.
God, you did that. We did that at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta get some more clothes because I've got warm orange clothes, but I've got no warm camouflage clothes because I never bow hunted really.
Right.
So I need to get some of those. So I'll probably go shopping for that in the next week.
When you talk quieter,
you
should really actually face the microphone.
Yeah. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. What's up?
I had some stuff I wanted to talk about, and I might have forgotten what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
What was I going to talk about, dude? I just think... Let me think.
Oh, here you go. Ready? Ready for this exciting news that's just going to really get Shaun fired up?
No.
Biden pardons Hunter.
That
was one of the things I wanted to bring up.
You know, honestly, I'm not surprised. Kind of expected it. So that's cool.
Yeah, so it's... What did I tell you? It's a full and unconditional pardon?
Yes.
So anything from it was 2014 till the end of 2024, I believe.
Yeah.
He is fully and unconditionally pardoned for.
That's awesome, dude. Right? Like, there are so many clips coming out of where, like, the Speaker of the House and stuff are like, no, he is not going to pardon Hunter. We've said so many times, no, no, no. It will not happen, or it has not happened, and it will never happen. And then it happened. I was like, yes.
2 months before he gets out.
A lot of Democrats are mad, too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Democrats are mad.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, they just lost the election because people are starting to realize that the government is failing them, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he goes and does that. So it even more convinces us that anyone who's in politics is above the law, that the government's a joke, and, like...
Yeah.
Honestly, if you have enough money, you can pay your way out of anything.
Yeah.
So it just solidifies all those ideologies and things that, like, we've talked about a lot, we've felt, and I think a lot more people are starting to feel and realize. It just solidified all of it.
Yeah. Did you see, yeah, I don't know if I brought it up on the last podcast, but Elon, I'm sorry. Apparently I'm tired. Elon thinks he can cut $2.3 trillion in government spending a year.
I love that.
$2.3 trillion? What are you talking about?
Well, and right after, the IRS asked for another, was it 200 billion or 20 billion?
So the IRS asked for more money, and that's when Elon came out and was like, check it out. Not only are you not getting this money, I'm going to look at getting rid of you.
Well, because I don't know if you saw this other one. They figured out. You know how terrible I am with remembering numbers, but I felt like it was like $19 million worth of taxes that IRS workers haven't paid. So IRS workers aren't paying their taxes.
I actually remember seeing that there is a ton of IRS agents who it's like more of them don't than do pay. It's fucked.
Yeah.
But it goes in the same realm of like the rules apply to you but not to me sort of deal.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the government. And that was just shown with Hunter being pardoned.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, dude. It's good. I think, like, the more of this shit that can happen, the better. It's all going to come out. RFK saying that, hey, Canada, the U.S.'s Fruit Loops is nothing like Canada's. He gets fact-checked. And then the fact-checkers get fact-checked and go, well... yeah, so they actually have similar amounts of ingredients. However, the U.S. has all chemicals instead of natural ingredients. And it's like...
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, exactly. So it's good to see that, like, that shit's coming to light, and I really hope that that gets shown and stuff. And do you see more shit came out that, like, Fauci lied? The lab leak theory has actually been solidified.
Yeah.
You see that shit, dude?
They just released it that...
yeah, like a day or two ago.
yeah, that it's, like, proven
It's
that...
proven that it's a lab leak.
yeah.
And that they were doing gain-of-function research and that Fauci is liable. And this is, like, just came out in the last 2 days.
Yeah, I did just see that.
Bonkers, dude.
Dude, it is wild. Oh, and of course, this says Democrats push back.
On that?
Yeah, because it was a report. Because I remember seeing that there was a COVID. What do they call them? It's when a group of like the senators or the House work together, an investigation. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
Okay.
But they form these groups and like they get voted on like who gets to be in the group.
Yeah.
To be a part of it. So this is a 2-year investigation that they have been doing to try and like figure out like behind the scenes. And I think there was both both parties a part of this?
Oh, okay.
Committee. They call them committees. That's what it is. Yeah. But it was a Republican-led committee. So that means there's more, obviously. But yeah, they just released it after 2 years of investigating.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing that they were starting a committee to investigate into COVID-19. But yeah, I guess it looks like there's a whole bunch of Democrats pushing back.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sick. Cool. I noticed that I love the idea of training in the afternoon, but my days get away from me so much that I have to just train in the morning.
Here is what I have noticed about you.
Okay.
1,
Yeah.
everything takes longer than you think it's going to take.
Oh, facts.
2, sometimes, I don't want to say this in a mean way.
It's not even gonna be me. I'll understand.
You treat time like not like your time is better than others, but like, no, I'm gonna go with that, actually.
That my time's better than others?
Yeah.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Just because, like, there's, like, we'll just go with this weekend, for example.
Yeah.
So, like, we said we were going to meet with those people at 12:31 in the cities. And so we should have left at 11. But at 11, you're just like, oh, but I could go get a haircut right now.
Seemed like an opportune time.
Yeah, I mean, it was an opportune time, but we also made commitments to other people to meet up with them at 12:31.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So not like you think your time is better, but like, I guess that kind of coincides with the, like, things take longer than you think.
Yeah.
So I think in your head, you're just like, oh, it's just going to be a quick 10-minute stop. But you didn't account for it's going to take 10 minutes to drive there. Then it's going to be 10 to 20 minutes for the haircut. And then it's going to be another 10 minutes.
To recoup that driving.
Yep.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. And you allow it to happen.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
There was no way I was going to convince you to not get a haircut.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah, dude. You could have just said no. We won't have time. And then you could have broke it down like that. And I'd be like, damn, you're right. And then I could have went another couple days with sideburns. That's all it would have taken, babe. And making sure we're recording? Yeah. Love it. Yeah, no, you can convince me just about anything.
Sometimes.
Oh, no, for sure.
But yeah, so those are, like, things I've noticed. So that is why you honestly can't, like, plan for things unless if it's, like, for 7 or 8 o'clock at night, because I'll say 6 on, because you plan your day and you're like, this should only take me 6 hours, and then it takes you 8 to 10.
Honestly, this is what happens. I make a plan, and usually, like, the first or second thing gets fucked up. Then the rest of the day I'm trying to catch up, and it don't happen.
Or you get a little chatty Cathy.
All right, dude, hold on. I wasn't going to bring it out, but I've got a problem.
You do have a problem.
I like chatting with everyone. My ability to not chat
is impossible.
Is low. To the point where, like, I was like, hey, guys, why don't we just grab pie and chat for a few minutes? And I was like, okay. And I was like, what's up?
When was this?
Not yesterday and today.
Did you bring the guys to the house to have pie?
I'm just saying it's just a few blocks away, dude. It wouldn't, like, if we have pie and it's a few blocks away, it wouldn't make sense not to offer, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, Shaun has a problem.
Yeah.
He doesn't account for that time either. But, like, it always happens. So, like, like, there's been times where he's just like, I'm just going to go do this estimate real quick. And then it's like an hour and a half later.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God,
like,
dude.
you have other commitments today. And he's just like, we just started chatting. We just started chatting.
I will say the greatest thing I heard, and I need to really pencil this in, is when I was talking to George Tate. He said, whenever you go on an estimate, have 3 to 4 hours allotted. Because he said you never know how good the conversation's going to be. And the conversations you have could be the sale.
Yeah.
So, like, don't ever rush a conversation.
Yeah, I do think we need to count at least an hour and a half, 2 hours for your estimates.
At a minimum, dude. Some of them go fast. Some of them are fast. Other ones, dude, like Gentlemen on the South Side, I go down there. I'm like, dude, I already had done the estimate. I already did all the measurements. I already did everything. He just asked if I could drop off a paper copy of the estimate.
And it was an hour and a half.
I get there. He's like, you want a drink? And I was like, I can't. I'm going to shoot guns. And he's just like, well, why don't you have a seat? And I'm like, sounds good, dude. Hour and a half later, I'm like, I still got to go shoot, buddy. And he's just like, this was great. I'm like, this was amazing. And it was fun. And I would love to sit down and do it again.
Because think how much easier it would be to like fill, like if something goes fast instead of takes long.
Oh, man, you just fill in.
Right. How much easier would it be to fill in than to try to catch up?
Yeah.
And then I don't have you coming home at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night and just like, I'm so tired. I did so much. And then you're cranky because you lost the day because you didn't get everything done and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's true. That is facts, dude. But hey, ain't nothing like good combo.
I know. And we just need to start like,
I swear I just go through life trying to have a good conversation.
we just need to start accounting for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, actually, let's think about this. I did try to convince you to not do a haircut because I said, this is going to be an hour ordeal. And you're just like, no. It's just going to be real quick. I'll just pop in, get a haircut, and then we'll be done. And I was like, it's going to be an hour. And you're just like, no. It'll be real quick.
You were driving, dude. You could have said no. I'm driving, bitch. You're in my time.
Could have.
And I'd have been like, okay. That'd have been fair. But I tell you what, dude. I look better with a haircut
I mean, also,
for the audience.
the funny part, too, was like, so it ended up working fine. We ended up meeting up with the people that we needed to.
Hey, they were really nice people, too. We sat and chatted with them longer than we should have because then we were late for our next one.
Yep. But
it's just all part of it, dude.
we wouldn't have been late.
We wouldn't have been late.
So then the funny.
How did I know the people we were going to pick up something from off of Facebook Marketplace I was going to like?
You chat with everyone. You even chatted with the other guy.
Oh my God, I did.
Yes, you start conversations with everyone. Literally, also,
Whoops.
the other thing that we had to go do was go to Home Depot to get a saw and something else. And Sean just like dilly-dallying around. And like he knew we had to leave by 4 o'clock. The latest 4.
Yeah.
The latest. And that was still pushing it. We should have left sooner than 4.
What time did we end up leaving?
It had to be like 4:15.
It was. Hey, but when you're at home, you can't rush it because I don't get to go there often. So I kind of got to get a feel of the store, see what's going on, talk to some locals.
So we were there for 40 minutes. And we got a saw.
Right. And a couple meatballs.
We did get a couple meatballs.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we were late for our next thing.
You're right. Oh, my God. Yeah. Then we had good conversations there, too.
Well, yeah. But then it was the end of the night, so then we could just dilly-dally and it was fine.
That's true.
Yep.
See, it all started because we got behind because I wanted a haircut.
100%.
And it just... All right, dude. Maybe you're onto something.
This is why you like doing the podcast, because then you get to chat.
I just like talking.
You do like talking. But not in a bad way. You're not like someone that just like likes to hear myself. Like you don't like to hear yourself talk. Like you like conversations.
Right. Conversations are fun. Yeah. I don't need to just talk at people.
No. Because there's times like where you don't say anything.
Right.
It's really fun, guys. This is my favorite. Shaun's really good with one-on-one things. What he's really bad at is when we're at like these big events.
I fucking hate events, dude. I hate events.
And like he's just like, oh, I really want to go talk to that person. I'd be like, go talk to them. And he's like, no. I can't just go do that. And I'm like, no, you can.
I feel so weird.
So then I have to like
force
Shaun to go do it.
It feels so weird to go talk to just because it's like you're forcing something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're like one-to-one stuff. It's not really forced. I'm like, we just happen to be in the same vicinity. Mm-hmm. So then we just talk.
And like in big groups too, like Shaun always tries to like wait until they're done talking to whoever they're talking with.
I hate interrupting people.
But like, you don't even have to interrupt them. You just like join the circle.
Yeah, interesting.
But Shaun's always just like, oh, I just feel so weird. And I'm just like, no, you're just going to go and join. I
feel disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. But then it's fun because then I'm the weirdo who's just like creepily standing behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big events, dude, fuck me up.
Mm-hmm. But think about that. That was the only reason like you talked to Matt Vincent.
100%.
Who was the other one? There's another one there. In the plane hangar. Was it George Bryant?
George Bryant.
Yeah.
Who then
introduced us to Danny Hill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times, dude. Mm-hmm. Good times.
Yeah. Oh, but then I remember the next day. Then you're just like, oh, Matt Vincent's there, and I was just like, just go talk to him again.
Oh, then I went and talked to him again. Uh-huh. Hey, do you remember when we met Frank on the plane?
Dude, did we talk about Frank?
I don't know. I don't know. Did we?
I can't remember.
That what a guy.
And the fact that we saw him again.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, because we ran into him at the airport before we took off. And then after, so we never even got a chance to say bye, Frank. Then we go, boom, land at our next destination, go off to the bathroom. We go get coffee and snacks, run into him again. Mm-hmm. And we're like, all right, Frank, take care, buddy. Mm-hmm. What a cool guy.
He was really cool.
Cool guy.
He was disappointed that we didn't take him up on his road trip, but
I know
we kind of already had planned everything, so it's not like we could do what he said. But
we should go back and do what Frank told us to do.
Yeah, so there's that tavern that we need to go to, mm-hmm. and then Isle of Skye.
Isle of Skye.
But I think Northern Ireland is something we'd have to do like more summertime.
Northern Scotland.
What did I say?
Ireland.
Yeah, Northern Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah.
More like summertime or like early fall.
Yeah.
It was just we tried to go to Isle of Skye one day and it was foggy. Yeah. And so we're like, well, it's going to be pointless to go there and see very little.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Frank.
Frank was a cool dude. He grew up in Scotland, moved to Canada. Mm-hmm. I think he's in British Columbia, and then an island off of British Columbia.
I thought he said outside of Vancouver.
Outside of Vancouver. Mm-hmm. Yeah, island outside of Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that was cool. Then
he got divorced.
Divorced, and then 14 years ago he went to Thailand for his first time.
He had like a not a roommate, but like
a tenant.
A tenant, was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was in a unit.
He owned a duplex. The guy lived on the other side.
Yeah. And this guy was like, "You ever go to Thailand?" And he's like, "No, but I'll join you."
Yep. So they went to Thailand, and meets a lady, mm-hmm. and then I think marries her.
Must.
And then had child.
Yeah.
At like 60 something.
Mm-hmm.
At 60 something, has a kid with lady over there, and so he was a teacher?
He said he was a chemistry teacher.
A chemistry teacher, and he learned that he could make way more money doing
HVAC.
He just did heating and plumbing. He didn't do air conditioning, just did heating and plumbing in Canada. And so he got into heating and plumbing and had a little small business, heating and plumbing small business, and he ran that for many years. Then he moves to Thailand, and he like builds some bungalows. And obviously, if he ran a business his whole life and he's got a couple houses, dude's got cash money, and so he lives large in Thailand.
Yeah, so he like, and he goes back and forth between traveling.
Between Canada, Scotland, and Thailand.
So yeah, Scotland is like where all of his like brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews live. His kids live in Canada still, and then or his older kids. And then yeah, his wife is in Thailand.
Yeah.
But it sounded like he tried to get her to move to Canada, but Canada has really, really strict immigration laws, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
So he said like even trying to get her to be able to visit Canada is really hard.
Yeah, and it's his wife. I'm like, that's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, that's wild.
She can't even visit. Yeah, apparently visas is difficult, he said, for that. Which I thought was fucking bonkers. Once you're married, dude, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I thought that was weird. But
yeah. So nah, dude's cool. Frank was sweet.
he was sweet.
Gave us some good info. Yeah, I liked Frank a lot. Yeah.
He was fun.
Yeah. It's just all part of just talking to people, I think.
This is why, so Shaun always gets so mad because I get the window seat and he gets the middle seat.
So I just have to talk to people.
You get what?
Then I have to talk to people.
Yeah, and you like to do it.
Most of the time. Yeah, most of the time.
And then plus it's nice because Shaun has to go to the bathroom all the time, so then he only has to go over one person and not two people.
Yeah. Except, dude, when we sit in first class and we don't make friends.
I know, that kind of sucked, but I don't think I wanted to make friends with any of those people.
In first class?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. My people are in economy.
Yeah.
First class people, fuck them. Little snobby fucks up there. They've had money for two. I don't even know if they got money or if they just whatever, but like the first class people ain't the people to be around.
Dude, it was so funny because like the first two that get on after us,
just a fucking.
They sat in the wrong seats.
Yeah.
And we could hear someone pass by and they're just like, man, if you're in first class, don't you think you would know where you sit?
No. Said, if you're in I guess first class doesn't mean you have to be able to read.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
I was like, nice, dude.
Yeah. So that was interesting. So that happened. And then, yeah, the other people had masks on the whole time and were very,
she wouldn't fucking losers,
She wouldn't even eat the food.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, grow up. This is free. Eat the veal, weirdo.
Yeah. And then the people next to us, I don't know how many cans of soda they drank, but like 4 or 5 in a 6-hour flight.
They did not chill on the soda.
And they didn't like I don't think they touched their water. No, the husband drank his water. She didn't drink hers though.
Yuck. You and I ripped through like fucking 6 bottles of Icelandic water.
Dude, it was tasty.
And these people are just crushing sodies. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It was interesting. I love chatting with people in economy. It's so weird. But I'll still take first class over that.
Yeah. Dude, do you remember the crypto guy?
Yeah.
Was it On Our Way to Vegas? Yes.
Yeah, dude, I see some guy just like fucking around with crypto and shit. And he's on his computer like fucking most of the flight. And I'm like, all right, I had enough. I'm like, what's up, bro? What you doing? What you got going on over here? And he tells me how he's got like a software company.
Yeah. Or he works for, I don't know.
He develops like software.
Yeah.
And apps and stuff. And I'm like, super cool, man. And he's working on something with like crypto and games. Like it was like games that you used crypto to buy shit on or whatever.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Or was it you played the game?
You played the game and you got crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the game. Yeah, it was super interesting, dude. I don't know. We got a dream in pop.
But that was like in 2021?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that one was wild.
Interesting, dude. I like talking to people, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I'm not really good with my time management.
No. It is funny because like he constantly goes and says that Brooke and I need to take over his scheduling and do his scheduling for him, but every time we like try, he like has a million things that we didn't know about that he needs to put in the schedule, and we're like, okay, obviously you just keep things in your head, so why would we try to schedule
Yeah,
things
I'm
when
like, schedule my day, and then they're like, okay, they schedule it, and I'm like, well, yeah, but what about these 5 things I didn't tell you about?
yeah.
And they're like, you're fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, you just gotta know.
Apparently.
You just know. Yeah, I guess so. So, I don't know. I just think that so many things happen, or like I get so many like whatever throughout the day that I just
You
I don't know.
honestly like would benefit from having someone just follow you all day long to like take notes or like pencil things in your schedule or anything.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I know, but
Um,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just gotta remember to
You,
relay it or whatever.
you know what? This one will. Give her
Yeah.
about 6-7 years.
Yeah, you think she's gonna follow me around and take notes?
Hell yeah, man. She can be a genius.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. What else is new?
What else is? Oh, you were asking me. I thought you were like saying that. Um, I don't know. I just keep learning more and more things about pregnancy, and it's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Cool. We're gonna do cloth diapers. And we did get regular diapers at our party, just in case we're like traveling, or if people don't want, like if someone's babysitting and don't want to deal with it or whatever. But we got cloth diapers. It's kind of cool because that's one of the people we met up in the cities, and so let me premise this. Should I premise it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So we go up and we meet these folks up in the cities, and we're pulling in, and we see a couple trucks with dump trailers, and I'm like,
And they say go for junk removal.
go for junk removal, and I'm like, okay. So we go. Don't even have to knock on the door; they're already there waiting. Super nice people, husband and wife and their little son. And so we start chatting, and I'm like, they're telling us about the cloth diapers and stuff. And essentially what it is we got diapers with the inserts and wipes, and she gave some like cream and powder and
Spray.
spray, garbage can, travel liners, and then bags for the trash can, like linen bags for it, laundry bag, whatever you want. And so for $130, we get diapers, wipes, cloth bag, like to-go bags, everything we need for diapers, besides one of the spigot things. What's that called?
Oh, like just the hose.
The hose.
Yeah.
So we got everything besides the hose for $130 from 0 to 3 years old. So we plan to try to do potty training around 2, but 0 to 3 got the diapers with the inserts, and for $130, and it's not just about the savings in money. It's actually got very minimal to do with that, and a lot more to do with if you look into it and read. And Sam and I are pretty big on like the frequency of our clothing and stuff, and what materials we let bask on our skin and shit. And it's your body has a natural frequency of 100. Anything under 100, your body is in like a state of it feels like it's sick, like it's dying, decaying. And so organic cotton or cotton is 100. So your frequency. So if you're wearing cotton, your frequency is good. It's chill, right? Nylon is 200, so your frequency is vibrating higher. So you're like an elevated. Wool, linen, fleece, cashmere, is all 5,000. And in the Bible, they say don't mix your don't mix your like fabrics, which means don't mix like wool with linen, because 5,000 and 5,000, they cancel each other out and make it 0. So if you're wearing like wool and linen at the same time, it's actually bad for you because you're canceling out your frequency and like you're wearing 0 frequency, so you're like dying. You're not dying, like your body feels like you're dying.
Your body, from what they say, is like if you're wearing higher frequencies, your body has a better chance of healing itself.
So and dude, as we know, I'm all fucked up all the time. Anyways, so then
but then you have polyester.
Polyester is 15. So polyester is a 15 frequency. So and over 50% of the clothes today are polyester. And so over 50% of the clothes are polyester, which is 15. So your frequencies are really low. Well, so what are regular diapers made out of? And that's polyester.
Plastic,
all sorts of stuff. So the frequencies of that is 0 to 15. And so you're thinking of having, so that's touching your baby's most important parts, their genitals. And so that leaches in and can really affect their hormones a lot. And that's why, like, if you guys see the ads for like Nads Under, probably no one's probably fucking seeing that, but it talks about wearing organic underwear because like polyester, if all you wear is like polyester boxers and stuff, which I still wear those to the gym like for an hour a day, which I should find a different alternative. But anyways, those they can actually lower your sperm count and mess up females' hormones and stuff. And so through all that, we're like, oh yeah, we don't want our our children to wear plastic on their genitals for the first 3 years of their life, 2-3 years of their life. We would rather go through the extra work ourselves to do cotton. And so anyways, that's why we decided, and I mean the savings and money is cool too, but that's not why we did it. But so then we meet this couple, this nice couple up there, and we're talking to them, and the husband had a good job, but he wanted to be able to spend more time with their new son. And so he decided, well, what better than to start a small business? I've always wanted to own a small business. I'll start a small business. So 6 years ago, they had their child, and he started a small business doing trash removal. And so he's got like a main guy that works with him, and they go out and they do junk removal every day or most days. And he's been able to spend a lot more time with his kid and have a more flexible schedule and stuff. And his wife's now part-time, so she can help out and spend more time with the kid as well. And I thought it was really cool that...
And what do you say? The kid can drive the skid steer? Or
yeah, they have a little loader, like a little mini hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen Nate and Adam in their mini hoe?
Yeah.
So they got like a little mini hoe, and the kid sits on his lap. So I think the kid's 6 or 7, sits on his dad's lap and operates the mini hoe.
That's wild.
Well, it's just so cool, dude, because I remember growing up, right? Like, I wasn't that yet. Well, so my dad taught me how to drive a 4-wheeler and stuff at 3. But then I think when I was like 10 or 11, my dad let me sit on his lap and operate a mini hoe and stuff. And started driving truck when I knew how to do the shift pattern on a truck when I was 3.
Yeah.
And so it's just things like that, right? That if you have the parents willing to take the time to teach you, and that's the big thing. Like, my dad had me steering the truck when I was 5, maybe 6, whatever, and stuff. So if you got parents who are willing to be patient and teach you the right things, you're going to learn these things early on, and it's, could have a big impact on you and stuff. I think that's good. And so to be able to, like, that guy have that small business, be able to do those things with his kid, I think is really cool.
Yeah. Because I think they made it sound like they might have older kids as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that could make sense.
And so I'm, like, curious if they, like, felt like they lost so much time with their other kids.
Oh, sure,
that's
yeah.
why this one they were like, we're going to spend more time.
Yeah, that could make sense. That could make sense. Okay.
Also, real quick, another thing is we see the landfill that's in Eau Claire.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So the earth could use less diapers in it.
Dude, I think I know we talked about the reform coming to the budgets and stuff. With how much regulations and shit there are, it's appalling that there's not more regulation on waste. It is fucking disgusting. What do you got for me, dude? 500 years.
Did you see that?
Is it 500 years?
500 years.
For a diaper to break down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, dude.
Even a biodegradable diaper decomposes 10 times faster, so that's still 50 years.
Yeah, so a normal diaper, dude, this shit fucking pisses me off so much, dude. I cannot, dude, the amount I've seen 7 Mile landfill grow in the last 10 years is fucking disgusting.
It takes 1,000 years for a water bottle to degrade.
Dude, and so we've got these motherfuckers out here, dude, right? These activists, these little fucking green losers who fucking, raise their hand, activists, liberal fucks, right? Who put a regular diaper on their kids. Who go to the store and buy fucking milk in a plastic bottle. That shit's fucking disgusting, dude. They're ordering shit off of Amazon. Go fuck yourself, dude. The amount of fucking waste is disgusting. No reason for it, dude, besides efficiency and degradation of the fucking world, which is clearly they try to do. Because, dude, why can't we still do glass jars for milk? Why can't we still do deliveries of milk like we used to?
Right.
How come we can't get fucking eggs how we used to?
Did you know styrofoam does not decompose?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what this says.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
So yeah, dude, it's just there's so many, I don't know. I'm sick of that shit, and but whatever. What can you do? I just think that we got to be more sustainable in the world. I think there's too much waste, dude. And when you see the kind of fucking waste you get when you build, like, in construction, the amount of fucking waste in construction is disgusting. But anyhow, that's life. I mean, what can we do about it besides talk about it, I guess, and hopefully similar to, like, RFK and people getting on the food situation, hopefully after the food, people start talking about the trash and figuring that out. I think we can use so many more Whole Food stores, and go to the store with a fucking glass jar and weigh out your fucking oats you're getting.
Yeah.
After RFK fixes it and we don't have pesticides in the oats anymore, we can go get real oats again. Go get real wheat, and we can grind the wheat down ourselves if we have to or whatever. Like, there's so many options that we just aren't, using.
Utilizing.
And we used to. They used to. Which is fucked up, dude. Everything becomes efficiency, and it just makes everything so trash.
Yeah, didn't we discuss that on here? How they're like how much less farmland there is, but how much more food they're producing right now.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's just terrifying.
Right. It's like, oh well, how are we doing that? Well, they're like, oh, through more efficient methods. Yeah, more efficient methods of hormones and pesticides. Yeah.
Shaun just sent me a post today or yesterday about how if an insect eats, was it corn? that they were talking about?
Yeah. If insects eat corn, go ahead.
They explode.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, what does that do to humans? And it was like saying how it causes leaky gut. And
Yeah, how citizens have leaky gut syndrome now. And leaky gut syndrome's at like a crazy high in the last 20 years because we have holes in our stomach lining from eating corn and those pesticides and things like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing like down that rabbit hole of shit is like I've had bad acne most of my life, right? And I was looking into a lot of shit. If you're born through a C-section, and you don't go through the vaginal canal, your body doesn't get coated in bacteria, and so you miss that whatever, and it's been proven that because I was just researching, I don't know, shit, because that's what I do, and come across this that if you have skin issues and you were born through C-section, it just might be like because of that, and then you will have just skin issues the rest of your life, and it is what it is. And C-sections are at an all-time high in the United States. I think like 1 in 3 children are born via C-section when it used to be 4 in 100.
Yeah.
So 1 in 25. So yeah, it went from like 1 in 25 to 1 in 3. So it's pretty not good to see. And so it's crazy to think that like, things like that can affect you the rest of your life, and it doesn't get talked about. It doesn't get brought up and stuff. And so I was talking to Denise about it. She works at Holistic Nutrition. It's her sister's clinic, chiropractic clinic. But she said, why do you think when we do, they do questionnaires, one of the questions on the questionnaire was, were you born naturally or through C-section?
Interesting.
Because then they know right away that
some of your things you can't fix.
Exactly. Because and that's something that she was talking to me about. I was like, I've done this shit. I've cut out the allergens. I've gotten my hormones in check. I've ate as clean as fucking possible, showering with all natural soaps, and I still have fucking acne.
Like, it's minimal, but it's still there.
It's still there. And she's just like, yeah, and you will the rest of your life. That's just life. And I'm like, that makes so much fucking sense.
You were born by a C-section?
I'm pretty sure, dude.
I didn't know that.
I think so. We could ask my mom, but I'm pretty sure.
She'll probably listen to us and then tell us.
She'll let us know. Just text her. I think so. But if I wasn't, then I just got really shitty skin. But it's interesting because, yeah, they ask you these questions because it plays a big role in the rest of your life, and there were some other things they asked about, like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it had to do with, one of them was like, what vaccinations have you gotten, because that can do things. Were you breastfed or not breastfed? That's another big one.
Oh yeah.
Breastfed or not breastfed. And I think we mentioned that on here. If you look at the petri dishes, or the difference between the microbiome in breast milk compared to in formula, and
yeah,
it's like, it's ever living, it's moving, there's microbiome and shit in there, and then there's nothing.
And you got to think about like all the antibiotics like you get like going through, because like if I get sick, then those antibiotics go to the baby through the breast milk.
Yeah.
So you just get so many more like things that you can't recreate in formula.
100%. And what's that liquid gold at the beginning stages?
Colostrum?
Colostrum. That's really really like concentrated nutrients because the baby's stomach is small.
You were not a C-section.
I was not?
No.
Damn, dude, crazy. Dang, I always thought I was. I just got shitty skin. That's kind of cool. I got no excuse, dude.
No, you don't.
I just got shitty skin.
You just got shitty skin.
Damn, dude. I thought maybe that would be the answer for me. That's kind of cool. Good for my mom. I know that she ended up getting really fucked up afterwards.
Yeah.
And having to do like a bunch of surgeries and shit.
Yeah, because she had to get a full hysterectomy after.
Yeah. That's why I thought that I was C-section, because she got all fucked up from that. Huh. Well, news to me. Cool. But yeah, there's things like that, dude, that really affect a lot of kids, and it doesn't get talked about.
It is like terrifying though. Like that's like one thing that has like not caused me anxiety, but like are things that I'm constantly thinking about is like decisions you and I make will affect our child for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
Like that's just so wild to think about.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Like I know like our parents like that's how it's always been, but like I feel like now like there's just so many more decisions you can make versus like how it used to be. Like it just used to be like, oh, like everyone breastfed, everyone did cloth diapers, everyone like,
Oh, right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's just because there's so many comforts now.
Yeah.
And they're like, I mean, the other thing that we just, like, it's the nutrients you're eating too that you pass on to your kids.
Yeah.
And so if you aren't passing on nutrients to your, like, if you're eating Hardee's for your meals and you're breastfeeding, you're not passing on good nutrients.
No.
You know, it's okay if you do it every now and again. And it's the same thing like having a drink every now and again. It's not a big deal, you know. But like if your diet is predominantly trash, then your kids are getting predominantly trash nutrients. And it's the same thing while you're pregnant, you know.
Yeah.
And once again, dude, it's, I mean, everything in moderation. Like if you do every now and again, it's not a big deal. But if that's your like diet every day, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It does. I do dislike how many like options we have to think about now.
Yeah, there seems to be quite a bit of them. And you know, it's not that, I don't know, it's, a lot of them won't necessarily probably matter,
Yeah.
you know, but I would like to negate as many as we can.
Yeah. It just, yeah. I mean, now you just have to do so much research on everything that you decide and do and whatever.
Right.
It's not the best to be like, well, everyone does regular diapers, so I'll do them too.
Well, I think that's a big thing, right? And that's like the same thing as most of like daily living too. It's like, well, this is what everyone does, so why wouldn't you do it? And it's like, have you not looked into anything? Have you? It's like the, you know, it's people that are like, well, are you sure you know what you're doing when you start a business? You should just get a good job. You have health insurance through your job. Like that's a steady job. Why don't you just fund your 401k or whatever? And it's like, well, I don't know. Like, what if I want to try something different?
Right.
And they're like, you know, people are just like, that's risky. You could fail. And the same thing with like rentals, the thing you get all the time. What if you got to change a toilet at 2 a.m.? I don't know. Then I just figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
How many people are using their toilet at 2 a.m.?
Right.
Not many. The odds are pretty low. And so it's just shit like that, right? It's like people just go with the flow, and we see it so big. Like you see it, honestly, so much with the two-class system in politics. You see people will just join the band of liberal or Republican without doing any research. And then they just get on the bandwagon and just start like preaching shit. And it's like, well, have you looked into any of that? No. Well, then what the fuck? Like,
yeah. Like all the, was it Free Palestine protesters? They asked them, they're just like, so do you actually know like what you stand for? And they're just like, no.
yeah, they don't fucking know.
No, they were told that they should protest for Palestine, but they had no clue what anything was.
It's so fucked up, dude. And so it's just the same thing of like, you know, should you homeschool your kids? Should you use diapers? What should you feed your kids? It's like you and I try to only use like organic flour because then there wasn't pesticides in it. Well, what's wrong with regular flour? And then you got that and it just goes and goes and goes and goes. And the more you get in the rabbit hole, the more you realize how many things are fucked up. And it's just once you start going, you get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper is all it is. But if you don't look into any of this stuff, like I almost feel like with the knowledge at hand, it's almost our duty to look into things.
Yeah.
To see what's going on and stuff, because it's just good to know.
Yeah. I mean, I think as people, we always just follow.
It's it, dude. We just followers.
So yeah, it's good to break out of that and not follow.
I guess maybe, yeah. I end up tending to like to lead.
Yeah, you do.
That's kind of where I end up going most of the time. So yeah, that's probably why why we look into so much stuff and do this. We
research life so you don't have to.
Yeah, it's just because I tend to like to lead.
Cool. Well, I think it's time, babe.
Time to go eat a piece of fucking apple pie is what it is.
I'm going to go have a cine roll.
All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.